Alright, welcome back to my channel today. Today I will talk about patterns and how you can trade using them and how they can be helpful to you. So before I start, I want to tell you, if you go to description section of my YouTube below, you will see that there's a link to my Discord. And if you click free education, you will see there are a bunch of free education materials here that you can use while trading. These are very, very helpful. Even I use them every day. Okay, so number one is triangle. There are three types of triangle. Ascending, descending, and asymmetrical. Asymmetrical. Number two is wedge. Falling, rising. Number three is head and shoulder. And of course there is a reverse version of it. And number four is box. Okay, so I'll talk about these four today. So before I start, you need to realize that these are just a guidance. Okay, so after these patterns formed, the result is 90%. So when you go to casino or when you're betting something, you would bet on something that has high percentage of. So in previous data, when it's collected, we know that rising wedge normally falls 90%. So you would bet 90%, right? But there are times when 10% wins. So these are not 100%. So that's why you need to learn Elliott wave theory. Elliott wave theory and combine it with these patterns and know in which section you are in. So you will know that even it's rising wedge, it is going to go up. So I'll give you examples later when I do that. I'll show you all the examples, don't worry. So first, let's talk about triangle. So I'll do very quickly, okay? So ascending triangle is when the top price is same, but bottom price is rising. Okay, going up. That means after creating 5 waves of ABCs, it will go up. And the first TP is same as the mouth of your triangle. This is where you take your first profit or full profit. Okay, so there are 3 rules to triangle. Number 1, it has 5 ABCs. Number 2, when the channel is broken, TP is same price length as the mouth of start triangle. Okay, and number 3 is let's see, channel broken, TP highest length is that it could extend. So you have to make sure that you count well. So you have to know your Elliott wave theory. Okay, so let's put it here. Because of my... Alright, so that was ascending, right? So 5 ABCs, meaning ABC, 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 and then going up. It could come from here or come from here. So this could be ABC, 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 whatever, it does not matter. The important thing is that price is the same top and then price is rising bottom. That's ascending. Okay. Now, if we go to descending triangle, it's just opposite. Price is going down for the upper one. The bottom is the same, stays the same. And same, 5 ABCs. After that, it falls. To how much? The mouth of triangle. That's the minimum. Okay, so I'm not saying that it's going to end here. It might go down more, or it might go up. But this is the best place to take your profit. All right. Okay, what's happening? Okay, so before I go, okay, let's do asymmetrical first. Same thing, 5 ABCs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and wherever it breaks, it will go to the mouth of triangle. And this occurs often in correction B and 4. Okay, so remember that as well. So let's go to Bitcoin and I'll give an example. All right, so recently there was a triangle formed here, right? So this was A, B, C. So within ABC, you are able to see the B correction was a triangle, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C, D, E. And how much did it fall? Let's check. This is the mouth, or you can even say this is the mouth. But this is safer way, right? I would say around here. This is the mouth then. So did it fall that much? Yes, at least it did. And it was supported in that zone. So that would have been your first TP. If you made it so it was this much, then that would have been your first TP. Supported in this zone right here. But of course, make sure that you do it safely. So normally I would do it from A to B. Okay, that is the safe one. Okay, so that was B correction. So after B correction, we had an impulse for C correction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guess what? We had another triangle in the fourth correction now. Okay, so that was A, B, C, D, E, and then going down impulse again before it was going up again. Okay, so these are just a symmetrical triangle. Let's go find a different triangle, like a falling one. So if you go here, you are able to see a falling or descending triangle, right? So after 5 waves, did it go down as the price of the mouth? Let's check. So if it went down, it was minus. So that's not possible. Okay, so now we go into smaller time frame. There you go. There's another falling or descending triangle. So we take here and boom. Okay. So in this case, it was different because if it went as the mouth, you would have been out minus, which is not possible, right? So this was the price that it fell. So you would have taken your profit here, right? And it would have went up. Okay, so that's it. Now let's go to wedge. So the wedge, there are two different wedges. Rising wedge, falling wedge. Rising wedge also has 5 waves of ABCs. Same thing. And then falls. Descending, 5 waves, goes up. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Another rule for triangle and wedges, the volume must decrease from mouth to end. Okay? So if that was the mouth and volume spike was there, then the volume must drop. Same thing here. And same thing with the triangle. It must drop. Okay? If there is a huge volume spike in the middle of the triangle, then it's unlikely that it's a triangle. Okay? So there's a hint that it's giving you. Alright, so volume must drop 5 ABCs and 9 to 1 percentage. The rising wedge, it will fall 9 to 1. It will go up for falling wedge. Very simple, right? So I don't think I need to explain more. Let's go find an example. Okay, so after that, recently. Okay, there we go. So there was one, right? It was a rising wedge, but it went up because it was within the fourth correction. So that's why you need to learn Elliott wave theory. If you know Elliott wave theory, you count 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's 4. Okay, so 4 is a rising wedge, which does not happen often, but it happens when the uptrend force is high. so you would not take short here. But if you go to 4 hours Bitcoin and you see an ending diagonal, it's another rising wedge, and it fell, right? And recently as well, same thing here. This was a rising wedge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fell, right? Very simple. Very, very simple. So you can find these like falling wedge, rising wedge everywhere, almost everywhere. That looks like a falling wedge, but it went down, right? So that's another irregular pattern. So you have to find out where in elite wave theory you're currently at and why, and the result that it will give you. All right, so that's it. And head and shoulder. Okay, so let's go to head and shoulder. So head and shoulder is normally happens when you have an impulse and you have correction, right? This is called head and shoulder. When there is a same bottom prices, double bottom, right? And you have shoulder, head, shoulder. Then it will fall how much? The length of head. This is normally how much it falls, okay? This is your first TP. Or your TP. Quite simple, right? And of course, there's a reversed version for it. Okay? But like I said, this is not 100%. Okay? So, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you had A, B, C, but it was a C where it did not go over. That means it might go up here and get supported in this zone again, once again. So just because you see a head and shoulder does not mean it's gonna fall. Okay? So make sure you know where you are at currently. Some people could have said that was head and shoulder, right? Some people who do not count elite wave theory, they could have said this was a head and shoulder, right? And it fell. It fell at least this much, right? So you could say that. Let's see. One could say that's a head and shoulder, but head is not high, right? Shoulder is higher, so it's not head and shoulder. But you know what where I'm getting, right? So in this case, if you thought this was head and shoulder, but nope, it went up. So you have to know exactly where you are at, basically. Some people thought this was head and shoulder, right? But it didn't go down, it went up. Before it went down, and then it went up again. Alright, so now let's go to box. Box pattern is when you have a box and you have multiple waves between, and wherever it breaks, it will go to minimum the length or the height of the box. Okay, so either here or here. Alright, so let's go find a box in Bitcoin. Let me see if I can find one for you guys. Is that it? Let's see. Yeah, that seems like one. Alright, so if it was a box, what is the height? This is the height right here. Right, so you would have taken your profit here. And of course it went up again, but you would have known because there was an impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first impulse, second, and then boom, third impulse going up. Alright, I think that's it for patterns. Important thing that you should know is patterns are not 100%. They are just guidance, okay? It's better to know these patterns than people who do not know while you're trading, right? And also, the TP is just best place to take your profit, not where it will end. It's not the point where the trend will finish. Okay, the trend might keep going. And using Elliott wave theory with patterns will be much better, right? And check volumes. Okay, that's it. So that's it. That's all you need to know. If you have any other questions, please let me know. You can visit my live stream right here. So if you're English viewer, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays, I do a live stream. I also did today. So what I do is normally I would go over analysis for Bitcoin, what has happened recently. Number 2, take questions for that. Number 3, give daily tips. Today I gave tip about a flat correction, and if you took short here, where is the best place to stop, right? And if it went up like this, where is the best place to stop? If you have, so if you have questions about that as well, please leave a comment. All right, thanks for watching. Safe trading. See you next time. Bye bye.